What's going on, y'all? My name is Grayson Russell.
Hey, it's Presley Tunnett here.
Hey everybody, Robbie Johnson here.
This is Darian Lee.
Hey y'all, this is Billy Joe Jones.
My name is Rye Rivers.
Hi, I'm Chloe Styler, and you are listening to The Jay Franzi Show.
Be sure to enjoy it.
Thank y'all.
Welcome to The Jay Franzi Show, a behind-the-curtain look at the entertainment industry with insights you can't pay for and stories you've never heard. Now, here's your host, Jay Franzi and Tiffany Mason.
And we are coming at you live. I am Jay Franzi, and with me tonight, the Marge to my Homer, my beautiful co-host, Miss Tiffany Mason.
Good evening.
If you are new to the show, this is your source for the latest news, reviews, and interviews. And if you would like to join in, comment, or fire off any questions, please head over to jfranzi.com. All right, my friend, before we get started, let me tell you about the question of the day. Tonight's question of the day comes from John, and if you would like to submit a question for the question of the day, you can do so by sending it to feedback@jfranzi.com. But tonight's question is, name a great artist that is not from the U.S. Name a great artist that is not from the U.S. And Miss Tiffany, do not do it now.
But I
wait until a little later in the show.
Fine, buzzkill.
And if you would like to join in on our shenanigans, please go ahead and put your responses in the comment section, and we'll go ahead and read those off a little later in the show as well. But we are going to open up this thing here we call a show, with 24 modern artists who prove traditional country music is still alive and well. 24 modern artists who prove traditional country music is still alive and well.
Kind of excited about this one.
All right. I thought you might be. I don't think this is any sort of countdown. I don't think it's a numbered list at all. We're just going to talk about 24 people.
Okay. Makes me want to sing 20 cigarettes.
And
24, 20, same.
All right. Not a countdown, not a numbered list. So, starting at number 24. John Party.
Okay. I like John Party. My first song that I ever liked by him was Dirt on My Boots. Might have a little dirt on my boots.
He's got the boots, he's got the hat, he's got the songs. Sounds traditional to me. So far, this list is proving to be correct. Can't guarantee it'll stay that way, but so far, so good.
One down, 23 to go.
23. Next on the list, Spencer Hatcher. Spencer Hatcher. Can't say that fast. That's not a fast one. Spencer Hatcher.
Yeah. Gotta let it breathe.
Yeah. Needs a little space in there.
Yeah.
Definitely looks traditional country.
Yeah. Does it say any of their work? Because I don't know this name, so.
Well, let me see if it does.
Okay.
He sings When She Calls Me Cowboy.
I'm going to check that song out. I just like the title.
I had a feeling you might. All right, let's move on before we get too far down that rabbit hole. Next, Carly Pearce.
Okay.
I can see that. Got a little bit of tradition to her.
Okay, this list is traditional country, right? So, do you want to guess one person that you think would be on it?
Oh, easy. Zach Top.
Oh, that's who I was going to say. Oh. Okay, we're looking for Zach Top.
Well, we know he's going to be on the list. He's credited for that. If he's not on the list, it's going to be a problem. Tidbit.
Yeah.
She used to perform at Dollywood. That's how she got her start.
Okay.
Which is also pretty traditional.
Yep.
All right. So far, so good. I'm liking it.
Okay, I'm going to throw Ty Myers out there.
Okay. So that's your guess since I took Zach Top from you.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sure.
Luke Combs. I think his music has got a little bit of tradition to him.
Kind of edgier.
Yeah, it's edgy. It's got a little bit of a traditional sound to it. What it doesn't have, or what he doesn't have, is the traditional cowboy look. He's
baseball
not
cap.
a cowboy hat or buckle or boot wearing person.
Nope.
Cody Johnson,
Wow.
the exact opposite of what we were just describing. He wears the hat, he wears the buckle, he wears the boots.
I really like his new song, The Fall.
Oh, yes, good song. Mm-hmm. Also, On My Way to You.
Oh, okay. You know, the first time I ever heard Cody Johnson's name was when we went to Nashville 3 years ago now. I think 3 years ago. And there was this couple that was two-stepping on one of the dance floors. And it was Dance Her Home. If she gives me half a chance, I'm going to dance her all the way home. Yeah, dance her all the way home. Yeah. Anyways, that was the first time I ever heard his name. And they were like, he's coming out of Texas. He's hot. He's up and coming. And lo and behold, he's all over the radio now.
So, you were there from the beginning.
I was there from the beginning. I knew about him before everybody else.
You didn't share the news. You didn't tell anybody.
I wasn't co-hosting the show with you yet.
Damn. Next, an artist I have not heard of. However, Amethyst Kia.
I have not either. Amethyst Kia.
Black Myself. Song of the Year nominee.
Oh.
Hangover Blues, Wild Turkey. I don't know any of this music, and I do not know this artist.
No.
Worth
I always wonder how,
checking
like,
out.
a person like that's not really on the circuit per se, how they get one of those nominations.
Next, Miranda Lambert.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, I mean, attitude, look, definitely has got a lot of tradition to her. I think her music is a blend, but I think it definitely leans towards traditional.
What do you think it blends with?
Well, I think in some cases she blends pop, but I think in most cases she blends with more of the outlaw style.
Okay.
I think she would be one to be hanging out with Willie Nelson.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
All right. Next, Drew Parker.
I know the name, but I can't pull a song.
While You Were Gone. Not since you've been gone, but while you were gone. Not while you were sleeping, while you were gone. While You Were Sleeping, my favorite Christmas movie. I don't know if it's intended to be a Christmas movie.
That's not true.
What do you mean it's not true? That and
Your
Bad
favorite
Santa.
Christmas movie's Bad Santa.
No, While You're Sleeping is my favorite.
Okay, you can have two.
Yep. But
I
I say
have
that
two.
every year.
You
Those
can
are
have
two
two.
movies I have to watch every year at Christmas.
Okay.
While You Were Sleeping, Bad Santa.
Okay.
I asked my kids to watch them with me this year. They both said yes. Neither one of them did.
Perfect.
I say both.
That sounds like
I
a
have
teenage
three
girl to me.
kids. When I say both, I feel like I'm leaving one out, but the one's not old enough to know.
Right.
And that's the one having her birthday this weekend. She will be 4.
Oh, little Valen.
She's very excited. She wants to go to the beach. She doesn't realize it's still cold outside. Although on Saturday it's supposed to be 80 degrees here.
Okay, you can go to the beach on Saturday.
Yep. We're going to be going to the beach. We'll be at least having a picnic. If nobody goes in the water, we'll at least be having a picnic at the beach.
Maybe your feet will go in.
Maybe not. Mine won't. Mine won't be going in.
Okay.
All right. Next on this list, Midland.
Okay.
Yes, I could see
I see
that.
it. Yep.
Their music is kind of borderline to me, but their fashion sense, as we're talking this evening, they have the hats, they have the shirts, the pants, the boots. Mm-hmm. I don't know about the buckles.
I think that. Oh.
I mean,
How about
could.
Spurs?
I have a buckle. It's
You got a buckle?
Yep, it's right here.
Oh,
Brooks and
okay.
Dunn gave me a buckle when we went backstage to their show. They gave me a Brooks and Dunn buckle.
Ah, that's cool.
It's a Brooks and Dunn
They did.
buckle
Very cool.
with a bottle opener. built
Bottle
into it.
opener. Nice.
So I do not
Very-
put it on a belt, but I do keep it here on display.
Nice.
They were very,
Very
nice.
cool souvenir.
They were very nice to all of us. Jeff King, guitar player.
I love that
for
interview.
Brooks and Dunn. Yes, Jeff King is awesome. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was a good show. Good show all around.
Good show, good people, good souvenirs.
Yes. That was pretty cool.
It is cool.
All right. Tristan, not Tristan, but Tristan Mraz. I've not heard of this person.
Maybe
Tristan
cousins to
Mraz.
Jason Mraz.
I don't know. The next new country traditionalist.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it says he also scored a great duet with Ronnie Dunn.
Oh,
Ronnie Dunn from Brooks and Dunn, Belt Buckle.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. On Where the Neon Lies, the song that made TOC's mid-year best of 2021 list in June.
Okay. When you said Tristan,
Tristan.
T-O-N?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's usually
I
an
put in
I-N
Tristan
or an E-N.
and it came back Tristan.
Or an A-N, yeah. So I guess there's a lot of ways to do Tristan.
That's
That
what we're
doesn't-
learning on the show.
That doesn't sound right. There's a lot of ways to spell Tristan.
Okay.
I just want to point out, his cowboy hat is one of the more straw-style cowboy hats.
That's one I saw in the picture of him just now as well.
This is going to come into play a little later in the show.
Okay.
So
Put that information in your back pockets, y'all. Tristan
Mraz.
Mraz has a straw cowboy hat.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, hold on. Ready? Watch this. Lauren Mashady. I needed help.
I bet you did.
Next on the list, Lauren Mashady.
Okay.
She's from American Idol
Oh.
2020. The pure country singer earned critical acclaim with her God Made a Woman album
Okay.
with the song One Life Stand.
Oh. Okay.
Next, Sturgill Simpson. Sailor's Guide to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't give a year, but Sturgill's been around for a little while. I'm not saying that by the picture or anything. He doesn't look old. He actually looks, probably in his 40s in this
Okay.
photograph. However,
Our age.
the name, whoa, not our age.
I was trying to give you a compliment.
Thank you. I'll take it.
I was letting
Anyway.
you slip into the 40s.
Yeah, is that one? Is it? The only way I'm slipping in is if I fall. Anyway, speaking of falling, my birthday girl fell going to the table today. I don't know if she tripped or stepped on or what over Bella's service dog and went flying face first like she was diving for home base.
Oh, bless her heart.
Anyway,
Oh,
Sturgill
that's
Simpson,
sad.
he's been around for a little while. He gives a clean-cut country image to me. It's traditional, but it's clean-cut, where like suit jacket over a traditional button-down style shirt.
Like Mr. George Strait. That gives me George Strait
Does
vibes.
George Strait wear-
Wore a blazer a lot.
Does he wear a blazer?
He did. He doesn't, I don't really think anymore.
Don't make stuff up.
He did. Yeah, he did. Yes,
The
definitely.
crew deserves facts.
Mom.
Oh boy.
I'm calling my mom.
Oh boy.
Mom,
Miss Kathy,
stick up for me.
does George Strait wear blazers? Oh, look at that. Kenny
Definitely.
says happy birthday to my daughter.
Aw, that was nice, Kenny.
Your mother says, I love you. Oh, the guests you two had on the show. Love them. Good job. Thank you, Miss Kathy. George
She's referring
Strait,
to Monday nights.
does he wear
we
blazers?
have interviews on Monday nights.
We do.
Y'all are missing it if you aren't tuning in, checking in on us.
There you go. All right. Justin Moore.
Ah, welcome, Justin.
Justin Moore.
Seated at the table. Fair?
Fashion-wise, yeah. What about music-wise?
I think so. What's his song on the thing right now, on the charts?
His song on the thing.
His song on the thing is Justin Moore. Ooh, time's ticking. Time's a ticking.
I like that song. And that's a
me
George
too.
Strait vibe. All right.
So I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Justin, you can remain on the list. Charlie Crockett. Charlie with an EY.
This name has been mentioned before.
Charlie Crockett. Charlie Crockett has topped the blues charts with his previous albums. Welcome to Hard Times.
Wow.
He looks to me more like a blues person than a country person, like fashion-wise.
Mm-hmm.
She says George only wears blazers when he's at the awards.
Oh, well. That's
Follows
what
it
I
up
have
with,
in my head.
my dear daughter.
Wow.
Miss
I
Kathy,
can hear her
thank
saying
you.
it. Being a little sassy to me tonight.
Thank you, Miss Kathy. I like it when you're on my side.
Was she on your side?
Oh, she's not.
He wears them.
She's dissing you. Yes, they all wear.
It's true.
They all get dressed up when they're at the awards.
Fair. Okay, fair.
Charlie Crockett, blues, yes. Just because he wears a cowboy hat, I don't know if that counts. I know blues
that's not the only
built
requirement.
rock and country, but moving on. Margot Price.
Oh.
Now, I don't know if I would necessarily would have considered Margot Price traditional country. I guess she kind of has a little bit of that flair to her. I know fashion-wise, she likes to bling.
Yeah. Yeah, she has a Meghan Trainor vibe to her, in my opinion.
Ooh, nice comparison. All right, moving on. Aaron Watson.
I don't know the name.
Aaron Watson is definitely a country vibe to him. He's the whole thing, cowboy hat, the buckle, the boots. But he's more of the Kenny Chesney style with the T-shirts versus button-down shirts and stuff. This is his song, The Underdog.
The Underdog. I like a country singer that looks country.
Yeah.
I like a theme. Fit it. I like a mold. I'm okay with a mold.
Yeah, I mean, there's enough variations of country style that you can pick one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never been a country fashion person,
No.
but I wear jeans and the hats and all that. Not cowboy hats, baseball hats. But I pick a theme, I stick to it.
Yeah.
I worked with Jim Cristaldi, producer out of Nashville, one of my favorite producers out of Nashville. I worked with him for years, still very good friends with him to this day. He is from New York, where my family's from, like 10 minutes away from my grandparents. And I grew up in Boston, so 3 hours away. I moved to New York. He moved to Boston. He moved to Boston to go to Berklee College of Music. I moved to
Oh
New
my
York to open a
gosh.
recording studio. And then we both met in Nashville. We both moved there in 1999 and started working together immediately. And he adapted. I don't know if he was this way when he lived in New York and Boston because I didn't know him. But he adapted to the whole country lifestyle. He had the boots, the pants. I don't think he ever wore the hat. But he looked and sounded country. And I was like, I don't know how. You're an Italian from New York. How do you look and sound country? But he does. And he plays country. I mean, he's one of the most underrated producers and musicians I've ever met. Because he is by far one of the best musicians I've ever met. And he plays multiple instruments. So, always got to give him a little bit of credit.
Yep.
Next, Joe Nichols.
I think for sure. He's got a nice deep voice.
I'm on the fence with him.
Okay.
I haven't heard much of Joe Nichols in a long time.
I know, I haven't either.
Jenny Tolman.
Oh, she's from The Road.
Oh, look at you. There goes the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I watched The Road. I don't remember her from The Road.
She was one of the early ones.
Was she? Mm-hmm. Jason Isbell. No, Jason Isbell.
I don't think so. Isn't he more rock?
He's thriving outside of Nashville. He's thriving outside of Nashville's machine.
Yeah.
He's thriving because he's outside of it. He makes sacrifices for his art. I would say every musician right now is making sacrifices.
Right?
It's paying off because many on this list are modern traditionalists.
Well, I Googled what is his music style and it says Americana. It says Americana, alt country, southern rock, and folk.
All right. Next, Ashley McBride.
Yep.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like the Miranda Lambert style with the edginess to her.
Yep.
She's also tatted. She's a tatted woman.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Next, Cody Jinks. Absolutely. Hands down. I think he's the spitting image and definition of country, kind of that outlaw country style.
And he's always on our indie charts.
He's one, I don't know if he'll come up later, but remind me, he's got a black cowboy hat on in this picture.
Okay. Cody Jinks, black
Cody
cowboy
Jinks,
hat.
black cowboy hat. Next on the list, Dylan Carmichael. Yes.
Oh.
I think if you took him out of his country fashion, he would not look like a country person. But he's definitely one that wears the fashion, like traditional fashion. But if you took him out of it, if you just put him in jeans and a t-shirt, he would look like metal artist versus a country artist.
Oh,
But
interesting.
he looks like a metal artist in country garb. He's cool. I like him.
Does he have face piercings or something?
No. It looks like he might have eye makeup in this picture, but he's got long hair and he's got big, like, rock-style rings on his fingers.
Man rings?
He looks like a tough dude. I don't know if you call. I mean, they are man rings, but yeah, I don't know. Ooh, Chapel Hart. I do not think of them as traditional country.
I do not either.
I mean, at all. Chapel Hart are a 2021 CMT Next Women of Country pick. Next, Tyler Childers.
Oh.
I would say yes.
Yeah.
I would say if we were going redneck country, not traditional country, but it's all right. He's got a look for sure. So we ended on Tyler Childers.
Okay.
And wrapping it up, Tyler Childers.
Tyler Childers. That was an excellent list, Jay.
It's a list. I don't know if excellent is the word, but it's a list. You know what we should do? We should move on to the news.
Okay, let's move on to the news. Casey Musgraves. She's announcing her new album. And I think we may have talked about this, but she is back with a brand new project set for May release. The new album is titled Middle of Nowhere. The album leans into introspection and features collaborations with Willie Nelson and Miranda Lambert.
I like her. I like the fact that she's got a dry sense of humor. You know what else? She lives in Texas, and I didn't even think about that. When I went out there to Texas a couple weeks ago, I should have called her up. Should have got lunch or something.
Maybe next time you're out in that neck of the woods.
I could have called either one of them. Would have been nice.
Yeah?
Would have been nice to see them. For those who don't realize, I don't know either one of them. But I would have called them.
Well, we had an interview with Lee Newton, and that's what she does. She just calls up whoever she wants to collaborate with. So
whoever she wants
I think
to
you have the
have lunch
same credentials. Okay, up next, Riley Green injured on stage after fan incident. He was hit by a phone that was thrown mid-show, requiring stitches. He handled it like a pro, though, finishing the night and earning massive fan respect online.
So this man makes it all the way through college playing sports and gets injured by a phone on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good for him.
And who the hell throws a phone anyway? And what did he do that made you want to throw a phone?
Well, who throws anything? But who's going to part with their phone these days?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't get it. Don't throw things, people. Don't throw things.
Okay, well, speaking of Miss Miranda Lambert, she is selling her Texas family estate, includes her childhood home, located just east of Dallas. I looked it up because it gave the exact address. It's about an hour and 24 minutes east. And Jay, I bet that's the house that built her.
Oh, you're a funny girl.
I pull up that song a lot.
So I'm just going to say that I missed my opportunity.
You did.
Unless you stayed in
You were
Texas.
right there.
And I was right there in Dallas.
You could have went to see Miranda Lambert's childhood home.
I could have seen the house that built her. Your mother says the guy who threw the phone at Riley got escorted out
Heck yeah, I hope he did.
and also probably got assault charges, but hey.
Right? Why? Yeah. Anyways, somebody had too much to drink. Let's chalk it up to that. Too many beverages. Morgan Evans shares details about his life after his split from Kelsey Ballerini, whom I did not realize he was married to. Now he's independent, he's releasing new music and rebuilding on his own terms. I cannot imagine what it's like to go through something like that so publicly, just for any of them.
Maybe it's something to do with Australians. I mean, they're all getting divorced these days.
Okay, yeah, I could see that. Maybe that's what it is.
All Australians are getting divorced.
You heard it here. That's what Australians do.
First.
Okay, well, cross-Canadian ragweed returns to the stage in a major way. After years apart, cross-Canadian ragweed continues their reunion run. Their Houston rodeo appearance that's funny. Appearance marks a full circle moment for the Red Dirt Legends.
Yeah, they were the ones who kind of influenced that whole style of music. A pioneer, as you would say.
Okay, well, up next, Mr. Ko Wetzel lands his first ever Houston rodeo performance, so he was there too. Hits a major career milestone with his Rodeo Houston debut. The performance signals his continued rise in mainstream country prominence. I really like his version of High Road.
I like just the fact that he's rocking country.
Mr. Russell Dickerson added to the major state fair lineup in Des Moines, Illinois. Known for his high-energy shows, he continues to dominate live audiences nationwide. I cannot wait to see him in April. I'm pretty pumped about that EP still.
Nice.
I'd love to know if any of our crew members have checked out the EP, the Russell Dickerson new EP. Okay. Mr. Coulter Wall cancels tour, cites mental health break. He's stepping away from his tour indefinitely. The singer says constant road life has taken a toll, highlighting ongoing mental health conversations in the industry. And I think mental health has always been here. We just haven't had a name for it. So personally, I'm glad that there is a name for it because sometimes you almost can't address something unless you can put your finger on it. But anyway, I'm glad that they, you can name it and say, okay, this is what it is. And now that we've, I think as a culture or whatever, accepted it, it's real.
It's real. Mental health is a thing.
Well, there's only one last thing, and that is artists to watch. There's a next wave of country artists, and we are looking at Adam Sanders and Caitlin Butts for the Taste of Country 2026 Risers List. It's the next generation shaping this genre. And that's the news. We decided you should know.
Ready for it? Question of the day. Name an artist that is not from the U.S. Name an artist that is not from the U.S. All right. If you would like to submit a question for our question of the day, you can do that by sending it to feedback@jfranzy.com. All right. This one, thank you, John. It comes from John.
I mean, I'm a big fan of finding new artists. So,
Would you like to go first?
okay. I have Shania Twain for country. And I guess I'll only pick one of my other people, and I'm going to say Ed Sheeran. But he's not really rock, so he's other. Who did you pick, Jay? Are you going to say in the beginning?
Would you like me to say in the beginning, or would you like me to go at the end?
I think say it now. Prove it.
Say it now. Well, since we're on an Australian kick tonight, I would go with Rick Springfield.
Okay, I did not realize he was Australian.
Yeah, he's from Sydney, Australia.
Okay.
Well, Stu World Order.
Like New World Order, but his name's
Stu
Stu.
World Order, yes.
Got it.
Got it. Stu World Order says John Byrne.
Okay.
Jackie says August Renoir.
Got it.
I do not know this person. D the Great says,
Oh, wow.
Like a Storm. Now, that's one I've heard of. I actually have their album. Kyle says, artist in what way? Well, painting, Van Gogh, music, the Beatles,
Smart aleck.
film, Akira Kurosawa.
It sounds like it's a Japanese spelling, so.
Thank you, Kyle, for making my life difficult. All right, Mark, drone pilot Mark, says
Oh, wow.
Adele. Adele
She
will
was on my
always
list.
be my number one. Period. Excited Mark.
Wow. Okay.
And again, we say excited Mark because of Lucy. My daughter Lucy
Yes.
calls it excited.
Yes.
All right, Caden Collins,
Former guest of the show.
previous guest of the show, yes. He says, B. Smith. B. Smith is an amazing artist from the UK. Her heart is pure as her music,
Oh.
which can be found on Spotify.
Is it B-E-A?
B-E-E.
Oh, okay. B-E-E Smith.
Yop, thank you for coming back. Appreciate you being here.
Ah.
Yop says Los del Rio. Thank you, Yop. Jerry, with an I, says Bad Bunny. And then she's got a little laughing emoji with tears coming out of its eyes. And it's
Okay.
cocked.
Yeah.
Oh, Maya Project Music.
Nice.
However, this time it says Delilah Maya.
Oh.
She's coming to us from a different account today.
Oh.
So her actual name, Delilah Maya. Previous
I
guest of
love
the
the name
show.
Delilah. I've never met anybody named Delilah.
No?
Nope.
Delilah Maya says Sting.
Oh. Okay.
Daniel says Evergrey. Heaven.
Lee.
Heavenly. She is heavenly. I'll give her that. That sounded creepy. I'm sorry, Heaven.
It did. It did.
But I still need it. Heavenly, thank you for joining us yet again. She says Robert M. Plant. She gives a middle initial. I would like to know if that is a correct middle initial. Robert M. Plant. Thank you, Heaven. Matt McClure, previous guest of the show, and apparently a wise ass, says Picasso. Josh, thank you for joining. I appreciate you being here. Meshuggah. I know Meshuggah. Where's Meshuggah from? First, did you look up Robert Plant?
Beep, 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 beep. This important news break.
I need that sound effect. News
Robert's
break.
Robert Plant's middle initial is A for Anthony.
All right. Heavenly, if you mean somebody other than the Robert Plant, let us know, but I'm with you, girl. Okay, now you got to look up Meshuggah.
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 Influential Swedish extreme tech metal band formed in 1987.
Yep. Oh, good year. Year I graduated. All right. June says Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
Why? We got to end on this one?
Just to F with you.
All right. Wrapping it up with the Upper 309.
Okay.
And the Upper 309 says Ruby Lily Music.
That's the foreign artist.
Yes, from the UK. And has one of those little emoji flags.
Oh, yeah. Lily what?
Ruby Lily Music.
Ruby Lily Music. A red lily. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's interesting, but we're going to end on it. All right.
I like it.
Let's go ahead and move on to the countdown.
The countdown coming to you now from the Jay Franzi Show.
If we were only that good and had buttons that would do that type of stuff. No, we get buttons that say news break or you're fired. Speaking of which, have you been fired tonight?
No, I shouldn't be fired. I've done nothing wrong. Been nothing but a perfect specimen of a co-host. Let's see, after the countdown. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Number 10, debuting. Spot number 10. Cody Johnson, The Fall.
Seems like we talked about that tonight.
We sure as heck did, and I think we're going to talk about him again.
Okay.
Spot number 9, holding steady, Mr. Dylan Scott, What He'll Never Have. Have you listened to the lyrics of this song?
Yeah.
Kind of stupid.
I didn't think it was stupid, but
Because
okay.
it's all hypothetical. Because he says in the beginning, he says, if I die, or if for some reason you start being with another person, what he'll never have is the love I have for you. I get that part. It's very sweet and everything. But why are we starting it out with if I die or if you get somebody else? No. Just be in the moment.
Okay.
Be in love. No.
Sorry, Dylan. Selected a bad song or wrote a bad song. I thought it was good. Tiffany says bad. If you would like to come on here and discuss it, jfrenzy.com.
Yeah. And I would like to talk to Dylan Scott because he's got a nice deep voice. And I bet he's really funny. I don't know. Based on nothing. That's just the vibe I get.
All right.
Okay. Holding steady at spot number 7. Max McNown, Better Me For You.
Yes.
Parentheses, brown eyes. It doesn't say that, but
It's a great song. It's a great
it is
hook.
a good song. Agreed. All right. And spot number 6 from spot number 4. Jason Aldean, How Far Does a Goodbye Go? Okay. Spot number 5 is Mr. Thomas Rhett, Ain't a Bad Life. Wonder how he's thinking about
5
that right
kids.
now as he's getting no sleep.
He's getting plenty of sleep. His wife's the one struggling.
Hopefully they have
gotta go on the
a
road, babe.
nurse. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Mr. Justin Moore, who we talked about, who is representing traditional country is still relevant. Justin Moore with Time's Ticking.
Yeah, like you said, it's got that George Strait vibe to me.
Yeah, I like it, personally. I'm a big fan of George Strait, though, so. Spot number 3, Holding Steady, Mr. Shabuzi with the song Amen.
Amen.
Okay, get ready.
Up,
In
up.
spot number 2,
I got so
Ella
lucky.
Langley
I just reached
with
over the
Choosing
button real
Texas.
quick. I had no idea if that was going to be the right button. My hand just went somewhere.
Muscle memory.
That's what it was.
Well, you did Ella proud.
There
So
you
it's
go.
Ella Langley with Choosing Texas. And I must have had Morgan on the mind because he is in spot number 1, Morgan Wallen, 20 cigarettes.
Up. Let him have it all.
Okay.
There you go.
Are you ready for the indie charts?
I will never be ready. This is too exciting for me.
Holding steady at spot number 10 is Rise by Laura, Brenna, and Common Tribe.
Nice. Good for you guys.
Spot number 9, White Dress Direction by Addison Malik. And numero ocho, Too Close for Closure by Brett Westgrove. Spot number 7, moving up from spot number 9, Warning You Whiskey by Britt Taylor. And Mr. Cody Jinks in
Finally.
spot number 6 with the song Found.
Nice. We finally found him on the chart again.
I want to go back and look. I feel like we have had 3 Cody Jinks songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's no stranger to the chart.
He's no stranger to the indie
He
charts.
can't seem to break into the mainstream chart.
I know. Maybe he's somebody to keep our eye on.
There you go. He's an up-and-coming artist.
Keep your eye and your nose on spot number 5.
Oh, I said don't. Don't do it. Let's just get by it.
I know I had to find a different way to do it. Smells Like Whiskey by Jessie G.
Smells like desperation at this point.
Okay. Spot number 4, Holding Steady, 3 Sheets to the Wind by Kelly and Sarah.
Sarah with an H.
Oh, I thought we were going to get by without it.
No. First of all, no, we're not. No. Second of all, we've never done that for this girl. It's usually Sarah No H.
Okay.
She hasn't been here for a while, so I'm going to find a new Sarah. See what happens, Sarah? You don't show up?
Spot number 3, I Want It All by Skip Ewing.
Yeah, you do want it all.
I do want it all. And spot number 2, Too Much Lonesome by Eric Lee Bedingfield. And spot number 1, The Church on Cumberland Road by Shenandoah and Nickelback.
Oh, that's so wrong.
But a little fun.
Yeah, maybe. Let's go ahead and move on to this next segment. Your suggestion tonight. See how this goes. Miss Kathy, I'm just throwing this out there. This is your daughter's suggestion.
It's a good one.
She thinks it's good. So your daughter wants us to discuss fashion tonight. What your country music fashion says about you.
Yeah.
What your country music fashion says about you. So, with that said, we're going to start off with hats. What your hat says about you. Okay. Black cowboy hat. What does that say about you if you are wearing a black cowboy hat? It means you are serious about your craft. If we're going to say black cowboy hats, we would think Eric Church or George Strait.
Okay.
This is how much your mother likes this segment so far. She says, okay, night, y'all. Just throwing that out there.
Thanks.
Statement/signature hat.
Which is mine.
It says, you're building a brand, not just a career.
Oh.
Think Lainey Wilson.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought of.
Okay. Ball cap or trucker cap. This would be my world here, ball cap.
Yep.
He says, I just threw this on. Think Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs. It's casual but calculated.
Well, I was thinking of the girls. I don't think the girls' ones are very casual. Like Billy Joe Jones does it a lot.
Yeah, she wears the trucker hats.
Yeah. I was trying to think.
But she's primarily a cowboy hat.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, you're right. In her interviews and stuff, she's got a ball cap on, but stage and all that kind of stuff, cowboy hat.
I think when she's wearing the trucker hats, that's her merch that she's pimping.
Got it.
All right. And last hat on the list is no hat.
Oh.
You want the music, not the look.
Oh. Got it.
So no hat. Think Chris Stapleton or Casey Musgraves. Chris Stapleton wears the hat.
Yeah, he wears that a lot.
All right. Let's move on to jeans.
Ooh, I like it.
If we're talking skinny jeans.
Like the kind you wear.
I do not wear skinny jeans, no. First of all, no. Second of all, hell no. Third of all, no. I wear just your traditional jeans. Just basic jeans. All right. But if you were to wear skinny jeans, you've got 1 foot in country and, 1 foot in pop.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Think Florida Georgia Line or Kane Brown.
Oh. Okay.
But if you were wearing bootcut jeans, you know your lane and it works.
Oh, wow. I've been looking for some bootcut jeans.
I think mine would be considered bootcut.
Look at us. We know our lane.
Luke Bryan, Blake Shelton.
Okay.
All right, this next one I think is funny. Wrangler traditional fit.
Heck yeah. Think George Strait.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but he's not on this list.
Really?
Authenticity is your currency. Think Zach Bryan or Cody Johnson.
Okay.
Next, distressed or ripped jeans. This says, you want an edge. Country with a little bite.
Ooh.
Think Hardy or Brantley Gilbert.
Okay.
And then last on the jeans would be black jeans.
Ew.
You're moodier, more introspective, maybe a little dangerous. Think Johnny Cash or Ashley McBride.
Oh. I don't think for the most part people should wear black denim. Just a little bit.
I'm not a fan. I mean, other people wearing them, fine. Me wearing them, I don't like it.
I have one black pair of jeans. They do make me look thinner. I do like them for that reason, but let's do it sparingly.
I have a pair of black jeans. I wear a lot of suit jackets with jeans for work.
Yeah.
So if I have one that requires black, I'll throw on black jeans, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to boots.
Okay.
Exotic statement boots.
Like ostrich.
Yes. It says, you want attention and you know how to get it. Think Miranda Lambert or Post Malone.
I was thinking Morgan Wallen.
Does he wear exotic boots?
I don't know. I was thinking the personality would attract the boots. So I was thinking about it in reverse.
Okay. Beat up work boots. You've lived it. You've lived it, and now you're convincing us you have. Think Chris Stapleton and Tyler Childers. Classic cowboy boots. Respect for tradition, clean and timeless. Think Alan Jackson or Luke Bryan.
Oh, okay. I like that. I think that fits.
Square toe boots.
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
You are a working artist. Comfort over fashion. Think Cody Johnson. I don't really understand the square toe piece. Like, what's the point of having it?
Well, they're so much more comfortable. I think they look sharp, first of all. But also, I'm a big fan of comfort. And I like my toes to spread out. I don't want to be jammed.
Okay, I can see
Yeah.
that. Last on the boots. Fashion forward boots. Country, but make it style. Casey Musgraves or Maren Morse.
Okay.
Moving on to shirts.
Okay.
Denim or Western wear. No confusion. Your country, period. Think Lainey Wilson or Dwight Yoakam.
Oh.
Flannel. Relatable, real, blue collar. You're a storyteller. Think Zach Bryan or Tyler Childers.
Well, when they did the interview with Luke Bryan in that green room, and it was a lot of flannels.
Yeah, he's a flannel man for sure. I like flannel. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
I like flannel.
She's
Big
like,
fan.
You're a Yankee. What are you doing wearing flannel? I'm like, I didn't realize that was a Southern only thing.
No, I didn't think so either.
I just like it and it's comfortable.
So comfortable. No,
All right.
big fan.
Moving on. Plain white tees. Plain tee. Minimal, modern. Let the songs carry the weight. Think Luke Combs or Keith Urban.
I was thinking Kenny Chesney.
Yes, Kenny Chesney would be a good choice for that. Last on the shirts, polish, western, pearl, snap.
Ooh.
You're a
Love
pro.
it.
You are a pro. Stage ready at all times. Think Garth Brooks. I wasn't thinking Garth Brooks for that. You're Dwight Yoakam, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, some of the older school stuff. But like, I guess Garth has worn some stuff like that. But
Yeah.
all right. Last category on this list. Extras. Extra. We're all about it.
Oh, is that what the article says?
Oh, it's right off the top of my noodle.
Oh, that is a doozy right there.
Leather jacket. You're pushing country more towards rock. Think Eric Church or Hardy.
Okay.
There you go. That would be me.
Easily
A leather
visualized.
jacket. That's me for sure. Push it towards rock. Fringe. Big statement pieces.
Oh, yeah, I like Fringe.
You understand the show, not just the song. Shania Twain.
Remember we were at Podfest and that chick had that blazer on and it had that fringe?
Oh, yes. I actually do remember that. Nice. You said that, chick.
I wanted that blazer bad.
I wanted that chick. Moving on. Chains and jewelry.
Oh my gosh, I thought of a chainsaw and I was like, what?
Yes, chainsaws. Think Jackal. Have you ever heard of the band Jackal?
No.
The singer from Jackal comes out with a chainsaw and actually plays it as an instrument on one of the songs.
Oh, interesting.
Very cool. Biker band. Think biker band.
I like it.
Yes. All right, chains and jewelry. You're blending genres and you know it. Think Kane Brown.
Okay.
Not the biggest fan. Not of Kane Brown. Chains and jewelry.
Oh,
Kane Brown's
me neither.
great. No problem with Kane Brown.
Yeah. I feel like he wears a chunky chain and it looks nice, but I'm not a fan of man rings.
Yeah, my brother, he can pull it off. No, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I have enough trouble wearing my wedding ring.
I don't need my man taking off all of his jewelry while I'm taking off all my jewelry.
Yeah. Biker style, maybe with the big skull rings and stuff. I can't pull that off.
No, if you
If it's me walking out with a big skull ring.
No.
No, not happening. All right. And last on this list, thank God, is sunglasses on stage. A little bit of mystery. Never heard anybody. Think Chris Stapleton. I was thinking Eric Church.
I was too.
All right. You know what? Your list, not so bad.
Oh.
I don't know if I would bring it back. But not so bad. I mean, how many more times can we say that, what you're at?
Well, I think my other ideas can still work, so we'll see.
Oh,
We'll see, crew members.
I hate the fact that you have ideas.
I know you do.
All right.
Crew members, you're welcome.
Let's move on to the mailbag.
Mailbag.
All right. First up on the mailbag is Derek. Derek from Louisville, Kentucky. Says, man, ... Your show makes it with me to the gym every day because you guys talk music like normal, real people. Look at, we're normal and real. And a little bit off. I feel a little bit off today.
I like that he thinks we're normal.
It's more like accepting mental health. Five Finger Death Punch. I'm a little bit off today. It's a good song.
I bet it is.
Anyways, Derek from Louisville, thank you. Appreciate you being
Wait
here.
a minute. If I pull this song up when I'm listening to the episode back, do I need to be where? Is it going to come in hard like
No.
Burn MFer?
No, it's actually a pretty mild song. Almost acoustic.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, if they have mainstream at all, it's more mainstream.
Okay.
Ashley from Tampa.
Oh, wow. Good job, Ashley.
Claiming it. She says, I love how you guys include indie artists alongside the big artists. I've added more songs to my playlist from listening to your show rather than Spotify. Mike from Nashville. You've got this way of asking questions that artists don't expect, and they actually answer them honestly. I mean, how can you get an artist to talk about having a small unit? I love it. Referring back to McBride and the Ride, they were talking about their moment in the hospital and how the nurse had to see his unit at an unflattering moment. Oh, Terry McBride, you are awesome. Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for telling your stories. And Mike, thank you for reminding us. All right, Brittany from Cincinnati. Hey, Brittany, how are you?
Oh, God.
My neighbor. Free for coffee.
No, just read what she wrote.
Sorry. It's just a joke, babe. Can hear her throwing dishes in the other room. Brittany says, Tiffany, I love your hair, but I don't think I could pull it off.
Oh, well, thank you, Brittany.
You can pull
Thank
it off.
you.
You just get a good grip of it and yank it.
God.
Oh, she means she
No.
couldn't. I get it. Okay.
Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further.
Moving on. Caleb from Fort Worth. There's so much good music out there, but radio keeps playing it safe. Why do you think they insist on playing it safe? Because
Masses.
it's how they pay the bills. They want sponsors. They want advertisements. They play stuff that they know is going to get listeners so that they know they're going to get ads in front of people. It is just an ad game. That's all it is. Now, there are some stations that are willing to bend a little bit, but they're becoming fewer and further between because all of the big stations are buying up all of the small stations. There is a lot of good music. That's why you come here. We tell you all these new people.
Yeah.
Do we really? Do we really know? I don't know. Chris from Pittsburgh
Okay.
says, "What's your beef with Dierks Bentley?" No beef with Dierks. Dierks and I have played hockey in the past, and we've got into a few scuffles on the ice. Not enough for any major beef. However, I'm sure he knows nothing about it.
It's a one-sided
It's
argument.
a one-sided argument, and it's just fun for me to say. Now, I will say I came up on top of those scuffles, but, hey, that's just a different story.
Whatever. That's fine.
All right. No beef. No beef with Dierks. Dierks, if you want to come on the show, if you want to state your piece, please feel free, jfranzi.com. Thank you, Chris from Pittsburgh. Logan says, if artists only make 0.003 cents per stream from the DSPs, then where's the real money coming from now? Good question, Logan. Good question. There is no real money these days. However, if I were to give my 2 cents or my 0.003 cents, I would say you're going to make the most money from selling your own merch and selling your own music while playing live shows. So you have to have the money from the show, whatever little bit of money that's going to be. You build your fan base and you're selling your merch and you're selling your own music, CDs, albums, actual vinyl these days, whatever you can hawk at those shows. So you're getting paid from the show, you're getting paid from the merch, and you're getting paid for your music, all at the show. And I think that having multiple revenue streams is what's going to give you the real money as you asked.
I agree.
Thank you.
Jay, I think you're right.
Thank you. See, that's all I need to hear. Just every once in a while, just throw that in there. That's perfect. All right, Rockalooch. Thank you yet again. I love you to death. In Cincinnati, by the way? Oh, no. She's in Nashville. Maybe we'll see you
Short drive.
in a couple months? Yeah,
June.
it's only 4 hours. No big deal. We'll meet in the middle. How many fence posts? I don't know. We'll count them. All right, Rockalooch says, how much does social media really, in all caps, matter anymore? Can artists still break through on great music alone, or is the dream officially dead? If I remember correctly, Rockalooch, musician from Nashville. And again, is social media really dead, or does it really matter? No, I don't think it really matters. I think, in my opinion, social media is just more for connecting with people these days. I don't think you're getting in front of as many new people as you used to. I think you're getting in front of old people at best, and even then, they're not pushing your stuff out in front of old people anymore. But does it matter? Yeah, I mean, look at Lee. She was reaching out on social media directly, direct messages, and connecting with some amazing people. I think it's how you use social media these days. I don't think it's a post and make a post and get a large following anymore. It's utilizing the media, find people, and connect, network, work with these people, reach out to them.
Yeah, I think the game has definitely changed on social media. Not the size of the tool, it's how you use it.
Whoa, that's a whole different story. I don't even know how that came to play here. All right,
Like how many followers you have. It's not the size of your following.
Oh, was that the thought process there? All right. And winding it down and wrapping it up, closing it out with Tyler. Tyler from Boise
In the Idaho area.
in the Idaho area. Do you know Tyler? No?
No?
Okay. Well, Tyler, thank you for being here. If you had to start over today with 0 connections, what would be your first 3 moves? Like day 1 strategy. It's 3 moves. Very specific, Tyler. First 3 moves, I would say move number 1, get yourself in the thick of it. Move to a music mecca. Doesn't have to be Nashville. I mean, if you're country music, move to Nashville. If you're urban music, move to Atlanta. If you're rock music, move to Boston, New York, or LA. I would probably say New York if you're more of the traditional rock style. If you're pop, make sure you're in LA. So move to a music mecca. That's move number 1. Move number 2 is network with as many of those people as you possibly can. And then move number 3 is focus on developing your craft and your brand versus focusing on social media or any of the things like that.
I would agree with your number 2 and your number 3. And if it was day 1 for me, I don't think I would move to the town yet. That's just me. But I would start getting experience. Like you said, put yourself in the thick of it. Mine is just in a different way. Like just whatever's locally around you.
So Miss
Get a
Tiffany
feel for
wants
it.
you to dip your toes first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of the go to the deep end and just jump in.
Yeah. And then I completely agree with networking. Know who you are, stand firm in it, be confident, have conversations. When people ask you who you are, what you're doing, confidently say, I'm an artist. I do this, this, and that. It's not like, oh, well, I haven't done very much yet. I don't have. No, say what you have. Be the bigger deal already.
Yes. The only thing that I would say is if you are in a smaller market or a small town, you're networking with people who aren't really going to help you develop a bigger career.
Mm-hmm.
But when I finally moved to Nashville, that's when all hell broke loose. I mean, I met people from day 1. So to me, if you have the funds and can do it, if you can move to a music mecca from day 1, it'll just happen quicker.
Well, and I think like what I was saying for, like be who you are before you are that person. Like you saw who was mixing the album that you were looking at and in the magazine, you were like, that's it. I'm going to go work for Bob Bullock. And so you just set your sights high and you went for it.
Yep. And Bob Bullock just ended up being one of the first people I met when I moved to Nashville.
Crazy.
So,
It's awesome.
anywho, thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it. That was a good way. It was a strong way to end our mailbag segment. Miss Tiffany, my friend, what do you got going on?
I have a boring spring break going on. We actually have booked a cruise for April, so we're going on an off time. So I guess we'll have our spring break later. I'm sure Hannah's school appreciates that. But we are just kind of low-key at the Mason House this week. And I looked to see if there's any great music even that I could go check out. And it's kind of a off week, I think, because it is spring break. So I'm sure a lot of the venues were like, don't book anything because people won't be here. So
Daytona, Fort Lauderdale, Panhandle. Pick your destination and go.
well, we are going to go to my dad's tomorrow, which is in Melbourne. I mean, everybody get jealous, okay? It's a teeny tiny town. So it's just a little beach town. It'll be fun, though. The weather's not going to be that great, though. It's only going to be 73. So,
It's going to be warmer here. It's going to be 80, I think.
yeah.
80 on Saturday for little Valentina's birthday.
Aw,
Spending it at the beach, apparently.
yes.
All right. What do I have going on? Well, other than Valentina's birthday, we have Jesse Barton. He was on the show this week.
Fantastic interview.
Yeah, he was a great guy. Great
He
music.
was. I didn't want him to stop sharing his stories.
he did have some good stories. He's a great artist, great singer. Screaming, a lot of screaming. So if you like the rock
There were a
stuff.
couple songs that weren't.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't hurt my ears.
No, the band itself doesn't scream through the whole thing. However,
Right.
his role,
Jesse does.
he does the screaming. I can only imagine what it's like with him and his wife when they argue.
You should check out, though, on his Instagram, when he's doing his screaming part, he almost has a peaceful face. It's like an oxymoron. I don't know how he does it.
Jesse, she just called you a moron. If you want to go on here and debate that,
No.
jfrenzy.com. No, he's great. He did a cover of Linkin Park. So if you want to go on his Instagram, you can see him doing a cover of Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Doing the screaming parts. And then we got a few shows coming up at Laurie's Roadhouse that I think are worth mentioning. This week, you've got March 20th, Montgomery Gentry. Now, technically, it's only half at this point, but still, Montgomery Gentry. You're not supposed to laugh at that.
Well, it's funny that it's half. I think it's funny. Okay.
March 27th, Maddie and Tay. Now, we mentioned once before that they weren't touring anymore.
They're finishing out
They're
their 2026
finishing up
calendar.
Their last book show. So guess what? One of those shows is here, Laurie's Roadhouse.
You gotta go.
I'm tempted because of that. You know what? You can go with me because the very next day is Lakeview.
I know. Oh my gosh. I can't even tell you. Like, ugh. I don't know. I'm going to really see if I can actually swing it. I don't know. But they were so good. God, they were so good. All I've done is follow their social media. I've reshared their reels that they've posted. I've commented on all their crap. They're probably like, who is this chick and why does she love us so much? But gosh, I even had a song stuck in my head the other day and I was like, who is that by? Who is that by? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm starting to recall their music, like just, you know, randomly. I always have some song that kind of haunts me throughout a day. And I'll tell you what, so good. So good. If you guys are in the area, go to Laurie's Roadhouse, March 28th. See Jay and I, maybe. And check out Lakeview. God, they were so good.
I'm just saying here, I'm just pointing it out. It could be a day spent in the studio. Then we can go see Maddie and Tay. Then we can go see Lakeview. Then we can take you back to the airport that's in Kentucky and send you home.
Whew, I want to bad.
I get that a lot.
I don't know.
All right. On that note, let's go ahead and crash this thing.
I saw the warning signals.
I don't know if we should say crash it as we talk about you flying out of Nashville or out of Kentucky.
I mean, will I fly though? The no TSA agents and gas is crazy.
I'm telling you.
Probably cheaper to drive it.
All right, folks. Well, we've done it. We have reached the top of the hour. Well, we've actually reached the top of hour number 2, which does mean we've reached the end of the show. If you've enjoyed the show, please tell a friend and Miss Tiffany if you have not.
Tell two.
You can reach out to both of us over at jfrenzy.com. We will keep this or any other conversation going. You can also find our socials or any other little tidbits we might have there for you. It's like an Easter egg hunt. Easter is coming up. You can find little tidbits.
We are Swiftie fans.
At jfrenzy.com. Miss Tiffany, what say you?
We ain't in Tennessee, and this ain't Broadway, but we're still keeping it country. And we's a happy you were here, crew members. Catch y'all later.
And on that note, folks, have a good night.
Thanks for listening to The Jay Franzi Show. Make sure you visit us at jfranzi.com. Follow, connect, and say hello. This episode has been brought to you by VR Knives, your source for 100% custom knives made by a true rock star. So, if you're in the market for a new piece of art, reach out to VR Knives. 407-421-5528. 407-421-5528.